Namaskar, myself Dr. Lipika Mahapatra. Today I am here to say you something regarding Ayurvedic immuno boosters and Ayurvedic lifestyles, which are very much essential right now to fight against the pandemic disease and to build our immunity. In Ayurveda we have various medicines, which is very difficult to say you in a single video. We have so many drugs right now, but right now everywhere there's a talk regarding only one thing, that is COVID-19, the coronavirus. And as such, recently our honorable Prime Minister has said everyone to follow the Ayush guidelines. Even WHO has said to follow Ayush guidelines. What exactly Ayush is? See, a lot of people, even when I go to hospital and people do ask me what exactly Ayush is, a lot of people don't know even now what Ayush is. They treat it in a very different sense, different way, which is absolutely wrong. Ayush is a system of medicines. Ayush is 6-letter words: A for Ayurveda, Y for Yoga, U for Unani, S for Siddha, and H for Homeopathy. These are Indian system of medicines, and in this system of medicines we do have our ancient medicines, which is described beautifully. So here I'm going to say about COVID-19. It got originated in China, as we all know, and it's like it's not COVID-19. Before that also, two other viruses have already troubled humankind, and that is, one is MERS and the other is SARS. The SARS occurred first in 2002, that is the severe acute respiratory syndrome, and the second one is MERS, which was in 2012, and it's actually Middle East respiratory syndrome. And if we go back to ages, in this is epidemic, or whatever we call a pandemic, which has occurred previously also. In 1720 plague occurred, in 1820 cholera, and then in 1920 it was Spanish flu. Now we are dealing with COVID-19, which originated in 2019 from China in Wuhan city, and from there it has spread now, and now it has become pandemic. Now in Charak it is being described very beautifully what pandemic is actually, and what are the causes of pandemic, or what is the causes of an epidemic. Charak has described it as Janapada Dvansha. How does a Janapada Dvansha occurs? It's only because of the four things, that is Vikrita Vayu, Vikrita Jal, Vikrita Sthana, and then Vikrita Kala or Sthana or Desh, they have said. So right now, even when I see, when I go to my hospital and I walk around, and while going I see places have become so clean, and when I see in TV, even Ganga has become so clean now, which our Prime Minister has been trying since many years, Swachh Bharat Abhiyan. I feel now it has become so clean, and now I would like to say this epidemic has taught a lot of things, lot of positive things. We should take it in a positive things in mind as well. Don't get panic. People are so much panic, and it is why these things have occurred. It is only we are responsible. We the human beings are responsible for it. We have forgotten what exactly human being should do. No doubt we have developed a very fast life, and because the fast life has created a lot of issues now, and now we are hearing about lockdown, shutdown, and so many things are going on. It's only for our safety. So I would like to describe certain things what Ayurveda has, and Ayurveda is divided into 8 sections, and after that I'll say you what are the aim, and what are the medications, and what we should follow, and how we should manage it. Now I would say Ayurveda has one beautiful part, that is Jara, or the Rasayana Tantra, or the science of rejuvenation. It says, this part of Ayurveda says we have lot of preventive medicines which help us to build immunity. And now I would like to say that COVID-19 is not a one-day phenomenon. or that in one day if we take these medicines or we follow, we will combat COVID-19 or we will prevent COVID-19. I heard even in TV, and there was something in social media going on when I was going to work. Suddenly I heard like in that area, मैडम आप अगर 7 तुलसी का पत्ता ले लेते हो ना, फिर आप दिया जला दोगे शाम को तो जगन्नाथ के नाम पे, तो आपको ना कोरोना नहीं होगा. Please don't spread such rumors. It's not at all good. Jagannath is on top of the world. He is there, no doubt. But don't blame God every time. Don't use His name for all these things. These things is not going to help us anyhow. So there's lots, I have seen people, they are misusing Ayurveda in a very wrong way by taking थोड़ा सा कुछ पत्ता ले लेंगे, थोड़ा सा कुछ हो जाएगा. तो these are also the negative things which bring lot of issues. Now what Rasayana Tantra is, I will say. Rasayana Tantram Nama. It is described in Sanskrit as a shloka, which I will explain you. Right now I'll say the shloka. Rasayana Tantram Nama. वयस्थापन आयुर्दौर्बलकरम रोग अपहरणम समर्थनम च. What does it say? To get a long life and maintain youthfulness and to increase the immunity power, the part which Ayurveda deals is Rasayana Tantra. Like Charak has said, Labhapaya hi shastanam rasadinam rasayanam. In Charaka Chikitsa it is being said. Now what exactly this Rasayana is? This we should tell people that yes, before that I would like to say certain things. What is the aim of Ayurveda? Now Ayurveda has got two aims. No science, I would like to say that no science says, or no part of medicines which says that what we should do to maintain a healthy life, or what are the medicines, or what are the things which we should do. Ayurveda beautifully explains it in its aim of Ayurveda. Swasthasya swastha rakshanam aturasya vikara prashamanam cha. It says, the first part of the sloka says to protect the health of the healthy person, and the second part says to cure the disease. अब उसको हिंदी में हम एक सरल भाषा में समझाऊंगी. जैसे हम दिया जलाते हैं तो दिया में हमको एक दीप की ज़रूरत होती है, तेल की ज़रूरत होती है, बत्ती की ज़रूरत होती है. दिया तो जला दिया, लेकिन जब एक स्ट्रॉन्ग विंड आता है, वी डू प्रोटेक्ट द दिया, कहीं दिया बुझ ना जाए. उसी तरह मनुष्य का जो शरीर है उसको हमको रोग से कैसे बचाना है, तो उसके लिए रोग प्रतिरोधक क्षमता जो है हमको बढ़ानी है. एंड दैट इज़ व्हाट इम्यूनिटी बूस्टर्स दे हेल्प. सो व्हाट आर द थिंग्स विच आयुर्वेदा सेज वी शुड डू. Ayurveda mainly stresses on two things, that is ahara, what should be our diet, and vihara, that is what should be the physical exercises which we should do. Now since already Ramdev Baba has already said so many things daily, I am seeing in TV also is saying about vyayama and all those asana which you should do, pranayam and all. I won't go deep into those things, so I'll be moreover focusing on the diet which we should follow. And it is like ahara, what should be our ahara in a day. Before that I would like to say two things which Ayurveda focuses on, that is dinacharya and rutucharya. Dinacharya are the things which we should do in a day, and rutucharya is that thing which we should do in that rutu or the season. Now, Dinacharya describes many things which we already are following about the physical hygiene, like taking bath, but the most important part of Dinacharya is about getting getting out from bed. That is what should be the time when you should wake up from the bed. Nowadays, it has become very fast life. So people, they sleep lately and they wake up lately. That is absolutely wrong. It is being described in our Samhita that we all should get up in Brahma Muhurta. What is Brahma Muhurta exactly? It's morning 4 a.m. to 6 a.m. So in between this time we should get up from our bed and we should start doing our Nitya Karma, and all those it is being described in Dinacharya. which we are already following, that physical hygiene. But what exactly so, what is Ritucharya? Now, as per our seasons, we have 6 seasons being described in Charaka, that is Varsha, Sharad, Hemant, Shishir, Vasant, Grishma. So, this again is being divided into 2 types, that is Adan Kal and Visar Kal, which I don't want to go deep into it. Now, since we are going through in summer season, that is Grishma Ritu, so what should be our diet? And what should be our exercises, and how we should maintain our lifestyle, which will help us. Our diet should be of madhur ras, it should be sheetal, and it should be drava means more of liquid. We should concentrate more on liquid food. We should take lots and lots of water. And what we should not take during this time is kattu amla lavra rush types of foods, and it should not be hot, it should not be spicy. Those things we should not take now. And another thing, it is mentioned in Charak also, we should not take madhya. Now in TV and in phones and in oil, so many things were going on, and people were asking me like, oh, we can take alcohol to prevent corona. It's absolutely wrong. We cannot take alcohol to prevent corona. Why alcohol? I would like to share something over here. The coronavirus, it is a bilipid layer. It is the outer is, it is having a bilipid layer. Lipid means it consists of fats. So when it comes in contact with alcohol, it breaks down. So we say to use sanitizer which has more than 70% of alcohol, and that will help to dissolve or to destroy the virus. That doesn't mean by taking alcohol we can just destroy the virus. So it's absolutely wrong. Now what should be our vihara during this time? Yes, now this summer season is going on, so we should do light exercises. We should stay in cool room. Now cool room doesn't mean we will put on the AC. The room should be well ventilated, and it should have well ventilated. The air should be good over there, so that we can have a healthy lifestyle. Now again, people are saying lots of things. Even friends told me like, madam, is it true, like in China people have prevented this coronavirus to occur more by taking more and more of warm water. See, warm water, taking warm water, it has got many benefits. Now I will say you why do we say to take warm water, and what are the uses, and what are the reason behind it. Now as per Charak Samhita, lukewarm water is given to a person suffering from Jwara. Now we will say that in modern science they say Jwara or fever, it occurs, it has got different reasons. Now the hypothalamus helps in controlling the temperature, we all know that. But then in Charaka, the cause of Jwara is Amashay. So since it is occurring from Amashay, we should take light diet, and we should take lukewarm water. Why the lukewarm water is taken? Now the reason is it helps in easy digestion. Jataragni Pradipta Vayu Anuloman, and then drying of cough. It is also Kanthya. Kanthya means it's good for the throat, and with little lukewarm water it helps to get over the thirst we have. But then there is also contraindication where we should not use lukewarm water. No doubt it is described that in fever we can give lukewarm water, but fever having diarrhea, in that case we should not give lukewarm water. Or the person suffering from vertigo, a person suffering from syncope, in that case we should not give all this warm water and thing. Now when we should take water, lots of people, they even don't know, like after food we take water, we should, and I told you that we should take plenty amount of water. But then now I would like to share you something. If we take water before our food, in between our food, and after food, what will happen? If we take water before food, then it will lead to Agni Mandya. It will not help you in proper digestion, and it will lead to Krishata or thinness. And if we take after food, then it will lead to obesity, स्थूलता, and in that case कफ की वृद्धि जो होती है आमाशय में, and that is not at all good for proper digestion. Now obesity is another most rising thing which doctors are dealing with nowadays as well. So these are the things which we should not do. So when should we take that water? If we take water in between the meals, I mean suppose the first intake of the food, then in between after taking little water, if we again eat, then it will help. What is the use of that? Then it will cause the proper digestion of the food, and it will help in a healthy life again. So we should follow these things. Now what are the properties of warm water? I have already said. Now let me tell you one thing here. A lot of stress is being given on decoction. What exactly is decoction? See, we have so many kashayas we say in English, we say that decoction. We have so many decoction. It is very difficult to describe each and every one right now in this small video, but which is necessary. I would like to say that I have one decoction which you can prepare at home, but right now since most of the people staying at home, they cannot bring the drugs, but then after lockdown they can do it, and it is Shadanga Panya, which is described in Charaka Samhita. It has got 6 drugs actually. And what are the 6 drugs? These 6 drugs are Motha. Please note it down. Motha, that is Cyperus rotundus, it is scientific name. Then is Pitta Papada, and its scientific name is Fumaria valianti. The third one is Khash, yani ki Ushir, which we used to keep cool. Previously we used to put that mats in our homes to keep ourselves cool. Ushir, the roots are taken. So that scientific name is Vetiveria zizanoides. And the fourth one is Raktachandan, Pterocarpus santalinus. Then Sugandhabala, its scientific name is Valeriana vallici. The last is Shont, which we all know, it is dry ginger, Zanzibar officinale, is its scientific name. Now if we don't have Shont at home, then we can use lots of Veds have told also we can use dhania if you don't have Shont. Now what to do? You take 2 grams of each of these drugs and take 3/4 liters of water and then boil it and then make it half, and you just take it 1 cup in the morning and 1 cup in the evening. Now even in Kerala, people, they drink normally, they don't drink general water, they drink this type of water. In hotels also they do serve this, and it is quite beneficial to prevent sunstroke as well, and during summer we should take this. Now I will like to describe certain other things apart from this. I have told you previously we have Rasayana. Yes, Chyavanprash is one of them, which all of us know because so many brands are also preparing, and we do have lots of Chyavanprash preparations going on, and people can use that. But then I would like to say it's not a one-day phenomenon. All this, whichever I am saying, you have to take this for a long term, and you just mandatorily follow these rules, not temporarily but permanently, so that you can get a healthy life. Now I will describe only 2 drugs over here. I don't have much time, so I don't want to make this as a boring session also. People should not get bored down by my talks, so I would like to say 2 things over here. One, I will describe about Haridra and Guduchi. हरिद्रा इज़ लाइक हल्दी, जो हम लोग सब घर में यूज़ करते हैं. यूज़ लॉट्स एंड लॉट्स ऑफ हरिद्रा, एंड इट इज़ वाई आई एम सेइंग इट इज़ as because it is a very good anti-allergic and it is one antiseptic. I would like to say it is one of the nature's antibiotic given to us, and it is very good for our health. It will help to build immunity and lots of things, lots of diseases like all this cold and cough we can prevent. And हाउ टू यूज़, वी हैव सो मेनी मेडिकेशंस ऑल्सो, हरिद्रा के चूर्ण होता है, लेकिन अभी फ़िलहाल हम लोग जाके सारे मेडिसिन तो नहीं ले सकते हैं, लॉकडाउन में है। तो हम क्या कर सकते हैं, 1 कप गुनगुना पानी में 1 पिंच अगर हल्दी डाल के पिए तो भी सुबह, तो वो बहुत फ़ायदेमंद होगा। सो वी कैन टेक दैट ऑल्सो। देन द सेकेंड वन इज़ गुड़ूची। गुड़ूची जो रामदेव बाबा हमेशा बोलते रहते हैं कि गिलोय थोड़ा ले लो, गिलोय इट्स अ ब्यूटीफुल ड्रग एंड इट इज़ लाइक it is found in Himalaya regions mostly, and we do get these drugs even available here in Orissa and in other parts of India. Things about Guduchi now. So that is Giloy or Guduchi. The botanical name is Tinospora cordifolia. It is easily available in market, but right now you cannot get it. I do understand after lockdown you can have it. But the drug is a beautiful immunity booster, and it is lots of research has been done over this herb as well. And why it should be given in our text, it is written it is a very good anti-allergic. It is even given for other diseases, no doubt, arthritis, and it is very good anti-inflammatory. But right now, since we are talking about the immunity system, then it is a very good immunity system enhancement. It prevents us from cold and flu. And then why I am saying all these things, it has got a lot of alkaloids, and in research it has been found that it is very much helpful in cold and cough. And how we can use, the dosage is 1 teaspoonful twice daily. It is in Guduchi we can take it as Guduchi churna, as Guduchi we can have as kwatha, and or decoction. We can prepare decoction out of it also. And then it is a very good immunomodulatory activity it does have, and research have shown that it does help to regulate the elevation of cytokines. Cytokines are very much helpful in building they are a part which they are involved in fighting against diseases, and so we should take to improve our immunity. And lastly, before finishing this, I would like to say one thing. Now we all are very much in a different situation, I do understand, but then I would like to say one thing: the positivity, the more of a positivity we have in ourselves, it will also help to build our immunity. So please don't panic, don't get any negative things, or don't believe in rumors. Do follow the guidelines of Ayush Ministry. And please, one thing, we should help each other. Humanity should not be lost. And last but not the least, I have heard somewhere or read this thing. I would like to say one small sentence for all of you. The world is closed for renovation, and the grand reopening is soon. So wait for a beautiful world with all of you. I would like to say, stay safe, stay at home, and please do see my video and do share as much as you can. Thanking you all. Namaskar.